Hi guys, and welcome to another YouTube video. This time I'm going to be upgrading the wheel axles to my Traxxas Summit. In the previous video you may have seen me upgrade the motor and the EXC to a Castle Sidewinder 8th. So far it's been an amazing upgrade, but I've had comments and things I've read up about regarding the drive shafts and the axles, saying that the Summit and the Sidewinder will tear those things apart. This may or may not be true, because I think some of it's to do with careful driving personally. If you're going to wrench the throttle, then you're going to get some damage, like in anything mechanical. But I wanted to do the upgrade anyway, because I thought, why not? I've got a little bit of spare money flying around, and I thought just make this Summit the best it can be. And later on, well, it shouldn't break. I mean, these things they're nice and heavy and almost indestructible. What you're seeing now is one I've done the rear two axles already, and I've done the front right axle, put those in place. Castle ESC, as you can see here, is pretty powerful. It seems to be delivering the power where I want it to be. I haven't smoked it yet. The motor, this is the main culprit for the upgrades, is absolutely amazing, really kind of quiet. And so first thing first, remove the wheel. I mean, this is a very simple process, but I thought I'd show you anyway, so that you have the kind of complete process of what I'm doing. It's very easy. These are Proline trenches tyres. They're a bit worn through now, because I bought the Traxxas second hand, and they came with the trenches, which very lucky. Now you got to remove the top, I'll call it a pivot point, and the bottom one. It's quite fiddly with the Allen keys. Just kind of have to fiddle around and try and find the slot, and then once you found it, you just twist, and then it will just come off quite easily. This axle, I don't know the word for it, sorry, I'm not really that mechanical, but you just go unscrew the whole bolt out. Initially, first time I did it, I thought it was just a tiny little screw, but it goes all the way through, so make sure you pull it all the way out, and then it just pops off. Here I am, I'm trying to remove the rest of the bottom pivot. Again, trying to hunt that down hole, just to try and get things screwed up, and then it's very easy just to kind of pop the whole assembly off. This is the old axle, obviously you can see it's for the original one. It's quite to be honest. I've done no maintenance on it whatsoever, so it's quite good that I'm actually doing this upgrade. The top half of the axle is easy. Again, just a holding screw pops off, and then you just kind of pull it off, no problem here. And here I am replacing or putting in the new axle by Hot Racing. I'll put the link below. These things are very well constructed. They're quite heavy for what they are. Very robust. Looks like they're gonna take an absolute pounding. There is a weakness, I think, in them, but I'll come to that a bit later on. Once that's screwed in, it's just a quick test, and this is a case of doing the reverse. Here you can see everything as it's kind of apart, just a little slider cam shot. Yeah, just put everything back in reverse. You put I'm calling them pivots. I don't know what else to call them. Oh, sorry, I'm putting the this other half of the Hot Racing axle into the assembly, and then what you're going to do is feed it through the top half of the axle, and it just slides through, and it just slides quite freely, which is quite nice. So obviously, as the suspension arm and the A-arm's going up and down, then obviously the length of that drive axle shaft will change. Again, I struggled. I've shortened the video, but I struggled to find the axle point. Find the points to put those things through. Oh, I'm cocking this up. Well, I'm going to keep going anyway. yeah, and just kind of put the nut bolt through. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not really that mechanical. I come from a computer background, and I don't know what these things are called. I'm sure please someone in the comments tell me what these things are called. And that's pretty much it. And then just kind of putting the trencher wheel back on, screwing the whole thing in. A bit of a crash there. No, nothing too important, I hope. Yeah, it's a case of kind of screwing it back in. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now, I don't know what you guys have found, but I found after even just a couple of bashes, these things come a little bit loose. Not loose that they'll fly off, but I mean loose that you can. The bolts seems like it will work its way off, even if you're not careful with it. And here's the finished result, as you can see, nice and clean-ish. Before I kind of give it right old bashing. So I mean that's it in a nutshell. Hopefully you've learnt something from this. Like I said, the reason for these upgrades was because I put in a Sidewinder 8th ESC and motor in there, and that's going to deliver way more power than this Traxxas Summit was originally designed for. But here I am doing a field test, so to speak, and it works fine. This is with a 20T pinion gear in there. I mean, the speed of this thing is phenomenal. I'm not kidding. I mean, this shot was taken this morning. It was very cold. We're talking about 2-3 degrees, almost freezing. The grass was very wet, so very little traction. But even so, I mean, I'm still getting a lot of speed. I'm gonna put my iPod in there, or my iPhone in there, because I have a GPS speed app, so I can measure the exact speed. I measure the speed on tarmac because it just needs better grip, and so I can get the full speed without any loss of traction. So yeah, so let me know what you think, guys. I mean, do you think it was a worthy upgrade? It was a very expensive upgrade. Me living in old Blighty. Alright, governor. I had to import it. The only place I could find it was from abroad, from somewhere in America. Again, I'll put the link at the bottom. But all in, so I had to buy 2 pairs. It pretty much cost me £70. So it works out to be about 90 to 95 US dollars. So they're not cheap upgrades by any means. Overindulgent, I mean, you could say complete waste of money, but I wanted to try it and give it a go. When I was testing out this morning, I felt confident. It didn't feel really any different in terms of handling, but obviously because of the Sidewinder in there and the 20T pinion gear, the thing goes like absolute stink. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Waste of money or worth the upgrade. I know the Mumba Monster is an even bigger monster, is a bigger upgrade, but I'm not going to do that. Let me know if you like it, and also let me know if you dislike it. Leave comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.